Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. The 49ers will need to be on top of their game if they want to come away with win number 9 on the season. It's the Steelers going up against the 49ers.
We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the San Francisco 49ers. Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Dobbs. McDonald here over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. That goes for a gain of 31. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. But winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game. But when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a 1st down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now a handoff. Running left is Bell. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Dobbs now on 2nd down. A screen to Bell. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Le'Veon Bell, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken about the 12. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. Back to throw. Stafford. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
And after the good game last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Second down. Here's Stafford. He'll find Goodwin here on the right side. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A really good pickup of 28 yards. First down, a run with Hyde. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
Second down following the run. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
3rd and 2. Stafford looks for Parker, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bud Dupree, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Well, this wind is definitely going to be a factor as this game goes along. He's throwing straight into it here in the first quarter, and the ball fluttered on him a little bit. He'll definitely have to file that one away and make a mental note of it.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell, and some room to work. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Le'Veon Bell with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Steelers get the quick strike touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game. And typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early. Probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Over the middle, complete. That's Connor. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Stafford on first down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's second down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
While we know that the identity of this offense is to throw the ball, they've got to run it every so often, if for no other reason than to tamp down the pass rush. They can't let them just tee off and get to their quarterback.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. Out of the gun, Stafford looks for Parker, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. 30, the 20, 10, and he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited. And have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
To throw on second down is Stafford. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, here's Stafford. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes it across midfield to the 45. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Here's Stafford now on second down. Incomplete, right side, the tight end Rudolph. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body.
And the ball's out. Hyde fumbled it, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
From the shotgun, here's Dobbs. Flush to his right. Caught here by Bell. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. And that one results in 35 yards.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Here's a give to Bell running left. And he winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
On second down, Dobbs. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Eli Harold. Tough to handle on that blitz. He gets him for a loss of 5.
Here we go.
Out of the gun, Dobbs. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot. And they connected there and picked up a first down.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
On second down, it's Bell. And a good hit there and knocked down hard. A gain of a yard gets them back where they started. Now it's 3rd and 10.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to turn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
Here we go.
Throwing here, Dobbs. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Martavis Bryant, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead.
You know, in golf, they often talk about playing the course and not worrying about what the other players are doing, what their scores are. That's essentially what we're seeing from this offense. They're just having fun and doing what they feel like doing today.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive. But they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Stafford got his man complete over the middle. It's Connor. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Now they try the right side here. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Escaping the pressure right. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back here right after this. To throw on second down. Stafford. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive lineman.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown. That pick six extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But things don't improve fast then. I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
An update now from Oakland. It's the Colts in that one that have grabbed the early lead. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Now they'll run it on the toss. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
So it'll be first down here after the run. From the gun, Stafford. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Stephon Tuitt in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Looking to throw on second down. Stafford eluding the pressure right. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on second down.
Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Stafford will stay out there. He'll lead his guys up to go for it on 4th down. They are going to go for it. It's Stafford. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. On first down, Stafford here. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Here's Stafford. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play, as we'll get a timeout, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Third and long. It's Stafford. And throw right side complete to Parker. And he's going to be out of bounds down to the 25. A gain of 19 on 3rd and 18, and that'll move the chains. Now a first down throw. Stafford. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off. It's the Pro Bowl corner, Joe Hayden, with it. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Well, this is becoming tough to watch. I don't know that I've seen 3 pick sixes from the same quarterback in the same game.
And I know that many are going to scream at the coach about why did you let him stay out there to throw those. But truthfully, what are the odds that you're going to throw 3 pick sixes in a game? You want to leave them out there so they can work through some of the rough stuff.
And they're in the second quarter now in Oakland. It's the Colts in that one that have grabbed the early lead. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. This is taken near the 13. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they felt they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Here's Stafford. And he slings one that's incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Stafford. And now here is another interception. It's picked by the linebacker, T.J. Watt. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Let's go. 1, 9, 3, 1. On 3rd down, here's Bell. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be, but we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
And this one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talked about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Aaron Williams. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken about the 12. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something.
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 40. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Come on, let's go!
Again, it's Connor. There he goes inside the 30. Taking it right down Broadway. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the interception by the Steeler D leads to a touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at that time, actually.
You think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. On 1st and 10, Stafford. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game?
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. And when you're running the football, one thing you don't want to see is a big boy coming up there to swallow you whole in those D tackles and nose tackles.
No, you're actually counting on your big boys to protect you from them. But on that play, the defensive tackle had the leverage, and he won the battle. No gain, correct?
No gain. And he's brought down. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop it. They run with Connor. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Well, at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
Counter. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Here's Jordan Berry now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Javon Hargrave in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. To throw on second down. Stafford throws right side, and that's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 39. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. On first down at Stafford. Throw left side complete. That's Connor. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Now a run with Hyde. Got some real estate inside the 30. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Back to throw, Stafford.
You think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there was another first down run right there.
Back now here in Santa Clara. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Stafford now to throw. And this is incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Stafford on third down. Hard throw, incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up fourth. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. The decision to go for it pays off, and now they're set up first and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
What a game this defense has played. They're pitching a shutout, so it'd be fun to watch down the stretch to see if their defensive coordinator.
And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Corey Grant, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the 49ers able to get this back to some measure of respectability. And it's up and good. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Now it's counter. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Here's counter, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow him down.
And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be fourth down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And Elliott puts this one through. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the fourth.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
Now it's Stafford. And over the middle, this is Parker. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards there on the catch and run. Great change up there on the route and got that inside release, made it a successful pitch and catch.
Well, the first thing you want to do is have him thinking that you're going outside, make a move in that direction. Then you really don't run the route against the whole body of the defender. You run against a half of him, and the inside half, and he took it right across his face, got inside, and won that route in a big way.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. From the red zone now, Stafford. Even with that broken tackle, he'll be brought down short of the 15. So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here. From the gun, here's Stafford. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
These type of plays are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big 1st down, and sets up 1st and goal inside the 10.
It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Now, this will be the 9th play on this drive. Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. And they will take a knee here. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd down and 12. And they'll indeed take a knee. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. Here's Jordan Berry now, standing just outside his own goal line. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. And the 49ers getting set to trot out there. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
To throw is Stafford. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football. Incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he comes back with one complete. There he goes, right side. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed, I did, my good man.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
They are, by the way, into the 4th quarter now in Oakland. And he's got some space here. And the Colts have opened it up a bit, leading by 2 scores. A win, if they can get it, would be their first on the year. And the knee is taken for the Steelers out of the victory formation. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
Here we go.
Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd down and 12. It's a 7th loss of the year, so that means they will not reach their goal that they stated before the season began of being a 10-win team.
And now things get a little bit bumpy. Something might be a little bit off with this team because they expected to get to 10, which is kind of the threshold for all teams that hope to make the playoffs. Now, in order to get there, they're going to need plenty of help. But maybe the team chemistry might be off a little bit.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long from Santa Clara.